Everyone calls these Toyotas reliable, but some will empty your wallet faster than you think. From engines that quit early to repairs that never end, the one at number 1 will shock every Toyota fan. First, the worst ones. Number 4. Toyota FJ Cruiser. The Toyota FJ Cruiser is a retro-styled midsize SUV inspired by the classic FJ40 Land Cruiser, known for its distinctive boxy shape, round headlights, and rugged appearance. But while it looks tough, long-term ownership can bring several challenges. It comes with a 4-liter V6 engine producing reliable power for on- and off-road driving, and models with 4-wheel drive handle rough terrain effectively. Yet older models often require maintenance for suspension bushings, drivetrain components, and electronics sooner than more mainstream Toyotas. The interior is functional but less spacious than competitors, with firm seats, limited rear visibility due to small windows and thick pillars, and cargo space that is less flexible because of non-flat floors and limited rear seat folding options. Fuel economy is lower than many other midsize SUVs, which increases running costs over time, and components like the air conditioning system, dashboard electronics, and transmission may need attention after high mileage. While the FJ Cruiser has strong off-road features such as skid plates, high ground clearance, and durable construction, it is better suited for buyers who prioritize off-road capability and distinctive styling over low-cost, low-maintenance daily driving, making it a less practical option compared to Toyota models known for consistent reliability and minimal upkeep. Number 3. Toyota CHR. The Toyota CHR was designed to attract younger buyers with its bold lines and compact size, but once people started owning it, the excitement didn't last. It came out in 2018 with sharp looks, but behind that design was a car that struggled in many basic ways. The 2-liter 4-cylinder engine produces only about 144 horsepower, which might sound fine for city driving, but on real roads, it quickly feels weak. Whenever drivers try to merge on highways or overtake, the car needs to push the engine hard, creating a loud and strained sound that makes the ride uncomfortable. The CVT transmission, which Toyota used to save fuel, doesn't help either. Instead of smooth acceleration, it often keeps the engine stuck at high RPMs, creating a droning sound that many owners describe as annoying and tiring during long drives. Number 2. Toyota Sequoia. When Toyota first launched the Sequoia, it was meant to be the ultimate family SUV, large, strong, and dependable. But over the years, that statement faded. The second generation, built from 2008 to 2021, stayed on the market for far too long without major updates. That's more than a decade of falling behind competitors that improved comfort, performance, and fuel efficiency. The Sequoia uses an aging 5.7-liter V8 engine, which is powerful but extremely thirsty. Drivers often see fuel economy numbers drop below 14 miles per gallon, especially when driving in cities or towing. With gas prices climbing, it becomes one of the most expensive Toyotas to run daily. The size that once made it appealing also works against it now. It's heavy, hard to maneuver, and not easy to park. The ride comfort, which should be smooth in such a large SUV, feels surprisingly firm and unsettled on rough pavement. Owners who tow boats or trailers also face suspension wear faster than expected, and repair costs are high since parts for older Sequoias can be expensive. The braking system and rear air suspension on some models are known weak points, with replacement parts costing a significant amount. Inside, things don't improve much. The interior design hasn't kept up with modern expectations. The dashboard looks dated, and the technology feels far behind. Even models sold in 2020 still used older infotainment systems with low-resolution screens and clunky menus. The materials inside feel more like an old pickup than a luxury SUV, which becomes disappointing considering its original price tag. The Sequoia has a reputation for lasting hundreds of thousands of miles, but keeping it running smoothly costs more than people expect. For families looking for comfort and value, the Sequoia simply doesn't justify its size or price anymore. Number 1. Toyota Tundra. The Toyota Tundra's image has always been about durability and strength, but the reality for many long-term owners is quite different. Models built from 2007 to 2021 are some of the most complained about Toyotas in terms of fuel use, rust, and transmission behavior. The truck's 5.7-liter V8 engine is powerful, but it burns fuel at a shocking rate. Some owners report single-digit miles per gallon when towing or driving in traffic. The transmission, especially in the 2010-2016 models, hesitates during gear changes and makes the truck feel sluggish off the line. On highways, it struggles with smooth acceleration, and many owners describe a jerking or delayed response. But the biggest issue with the Tundra isn't under the hood, it's underneath the truck. Frame rust became a major concern that led to recalls and even full frame replacements in severe cases. Many owners discovered that the frame could rust so deeply that parts of the suspension and fuel tank mounts became unsafe. Even when repaired under recall, rust often returned within a few years, especially in areas with winter salt or moisture. These issues make older Tundras a risky buy, no matter how attractive the low used price may seem. Inside, the Tundra doesn't fare much better. The cabin feels old-fashioned, with materials that don't match its price. Noise insulation is weak, so the V8's growl and road vibrations enter the cabin constantly. The steering is heavy, which might sound like a strong feature for towing, but in everyday city driving, it becomes tiring. Maintenance costs are also higher than many expect, as brake and differential problems tend to show up earlier than they should. Even though Toyota's trucks are known for reliability, the Tundra's older generations prove that reputation doesn't guarantee perfection. It may run for years, but keeping it efficient and safe can cost more than buying a newer model from another brand. This is why many owners who once trusted it as a long-term investment ended up switching to other trucks after dealing with costly repairs and rust issues. For anyone shopping used, this model stands as a warning that not every Toyota is bulletproof. Now for the best Toyotas. Number 4. Toyota RAV4. The Toyota RAV4 has built a reputation as one of the most reliable compact SUVs ever made. The model blends long-term dependability with efficiency and everyday practicality. The RAV4 generations built after 2018 became especially strong because Toyota improved both the powertrain and the structure. The 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine uses direct injection for cleaner power delivery and better fuel economy, while the 8-speed automatic transmission shifts smoothly and without hesitation. The power output is steady and predictable, which makes it easier to handle on crowded streets or during highway trips. Drivers appreciate how it responds consistently without overworking the engine. Inside, Toyota focused on everyday use rather than luxury. The interior materials hold up extremely well even after years of use, and the seats remain supportive during long drives. Cabin space is generous for a compact SUV, giving more legroom and cargo room than many competitors in its class. The RAV4's cabin also stays quiet at highway speeds, thanks to improved insulation and a rigid body frame. It's built to be durable, not flashy. The infotainment layout is simple and straightforward, which helps avoid the frustration that often comes with complicated digital screens. The suspension design balances comfort and control, keeping the ride stable without feeling too firm. Even when driving on uneven roads, it maintains a smooth experience that most owners praise. Reliability statistics from several independent sources show the RAV4 among the lowest in major repair costs over long-term ownership. Common components like brakes, engine parts, and suspension joints hold up well beyond the average SUV lifespan. The hybrid versions are also known for exceptional longevity, with many owners reporting well over 200,000 miles with only routine maintenance. Overall, the RAV4 continues to represent what many consider the safest pick for anyone who wants one SUV that works well for years without surprises. Number 3. Toyota 4Runner. The Toyota 4Runner is one of the few SUVs that still carries a traditional body-on-frame construction, the same type used in most pickup trucks. That design gives it serious strength and long-term durability. The 4-liter V6 engine under the hood is simple but extremely dependable. It produces strong torque, which helps it handle towing, hill climbing, or rough terrain with ease. It may not be the fastest or the most fuel-efficient, but it's built to handle hard work without breaking down easily. The 5-speed automatic transmission has been used for years because it's reliable and proven to last, even under heavy stress. Inside, the layout focuses on function rather than show. The buttons and switches are large and easy to use, even when wearing gloves. That's one of the reasons outdoor enthusiasts and long-distance travelers often trust the 4Runner. The seats are firm but supportive, keeping passengers comfortable during extended drives. Cargo capacity is one of its best features. The flat-load floor and foldable rear seats create space large enough to carry bulky equipment or luggage without feeling cramped. The 4Runner's frame, suspension, and drivetrain are designed for endurance. Many older units still run strong after 15 years with minimal issues, especially when maintained on schedule. Unlike crossovers that rely on smaller parts and lighter frames, the 4Runner's components are overbuilt to handle punishment. While it doesn't focus on soft luxury, it delivers something more valuable: consistency. The simplicity of its mechanical systems means fewer chances of electronic failures or expensive repairs. Long-term owners often describe it as a vehicle that can age without losing purpose. Its resale value remains one of the highest in its class, showing how much trust it has earned among used buyers. Number 2. Toyota Highlander. The Toyota Highlander perfectly bridges practicality and dependability. It uses a well-engineered 3.5-liter V6 engine that provides strong performance without sacrificing smoothness. The 8-speed automatic transmission works quietly in the background, keeping gear shifts almost unnoticeable. The powertrain design helps the Highlander handle everyday commuting and long highway travel equally well. While many SUVs in its size group suffer from drivetrain vibration or premature wear, the Highlander's components stay consistent for years, even with high mileage. The cabin setup focuses on comfort and usability. Every control is placed for easy reach, and visibility from the driver's seat is wide. The second and third row seats fold flat easily, creating flexible storage for family trips or cargo hauling. Toyota also improved the chassis design in recent years to make it more rigid and better balanced, which reduces interior noise and vibration. The build quality feels solid, and the materials don't wear quickly even with daily use. Maintenance costs over time remain lower than average because the engine and transmission rarely face serious failures. Most reported repairs are minor, involving simple parts like sensors or belts that don't cost much to fix. This stability makes the Highlander a popular pick among people who want an SUV they can keep for a decade without dealing with major surprises. The vehicle's resale value stays strong for that same reason. It keeps its reputation intact through long ownership. It doesn't rely on flashy technology to impress. Instead, it focuses on providing reliable transportation that simply works year after year. Number 1. Toyota Land Cruiser. The Toyota Land Cruiser is one of the longest-lasting SUVs ever built. It's not just durable, it's engineered for survival in conditions that would ruin most vehicles. Every component of the Land Cruiser is designed for strength, from the thick steel frame to the proven 5.7-liter V8 engine that can run for hundreds of thousands of miles with minimal wear. The engine may not be the most fuel-efficient, but it's one of the smoothest and most reliable powertrains ever produced by Toyota. Paired with a strong 6-speed automatic transmission, It delivers consistent performance whether climbing steep terrain, towing heavy loads, or driving on rough roads. Inside, the Land Cruiser combines practicality with comfort. The seats are large and supportive, the materials resist wear, and the overall construction feels heavy-duty. The focus isn't on trendy design, it's about lasting durability. The doors close with a solid feel, and even after many years, interior trim pieces rarely rattle or loosen. The suspension uses advanced damping that can handle rough surfaces without shaking the passengers, keeping the ride comfortable even on unpaved roads. The most impressive part of the Land Cruiser's reliability is how few serious issues appear even after years of harsh use. Many examples from the early 2000s still operate in countries with extreme temperatures and tough conditions. Its four-wheel drive system remains one of the strongest in the world, and the differentials, gearbox, and engine are all built with high-strength components that are rarely seen in modern SUVs. Owners who maintain them regularly often see mileage figures exceeding 300,000 miles without major mechanical problems. Because Toyota stopped offering the Land Cruiser in some markets, used examples have become more valuable. The resale prices remain high, proving the lasting trust people have in this model. It's not the most modern or high-tech SUV, but it's one of the very few that can handle decades of use without losing capability. For those looking for the long-term Toyota, the Land Cruiser represents the peak of durability and dependability, a vehicle built to last longer than almost anything else on the road.